ChatGPT?
Incommensurate with the kind of compensation he received for the work.
In the end, probably in the beginning, he was doing it for next to nothing.
Yeah, but he didn't do the things he did in the beginning. You start a restaurant or you start any sort of business, like you're working twice as hard in the beginning as you are in the end, even though you're making much less. It's just like the cost, the startup run, the startup cost of doing is, engaging or starting up that sort of enterprise.
10 times.
I don't know, that doesn't seem to be evidence of his conviction. That just seems to be like, this is the kind of effort I have to put in order to make this productive to begin with.
Oh, I think that is evidence of conviction. I speak from as a person who's started things up and who's done work for lots of money and done work for no money. It all comes out of my commitment. Maybe commitment and conviction, something like that. Something with the two. Drive.
No, but what I'm saying, the point is, you can't point to his. If he thought that what he was going to do was going to be profitable at some point, there's just no getting away from the hard work you need to do today to kind of reap the rewards of them tomorrow. So I'm just saying, yeah, it might have been that that what motivated him was like the ideological conviction he had. But I'm just saying it's equally just consistent with, I'm going to get a lot of money down the line. And this is what I have to do today to make that money tomorrow.
I don't think an 18-year-old would know how much money. Maybe he was very bright or brighter than me. So here, he started his parents' garage as an 18-year-old with no money, no name recognition, and only a dream. I mean, that's his own story, but no reason to doubt it. The salary increased from $27K in 2016, not that long ago, to more than $407,000 in 2021. Okay, and wait a second, and he had basically a 5 Gulf Coast.
You're talking about Charlie Kirk.
Yeah. And by the way, a beachside condo, whatever, $1.5 million.
I'm sure he was motivated in part by
the money.
By his ideological convictions. I'm just saying he also made a lot of money doing what he did.
And by his godliness. In the end, he did. I don't know when he started.
By his godliness? What do you mean?
Godliness. By his...
No, I know what godliness is. I'm just saying how you connect it to that.
Well, I think he was very godly. This was a man who was trying for much of every day to get closer to God. That's what I mean. It's funny that you're laughing, but maybe you're laughing at somebody who's never tried to do that.
Well,
I'm just curious. Why did you think that he was like? I'm somebody who came from further to the right of him, and I am one of the people who I thought legitimately he was a good guy.
Yes.
But I would make fun of him and mock him because I thought he was somewhat of a cuck who was afraid to really speak out.
Projection.
My interpretation.
Projection alert.
Yes. And so, but at the end of the day, I do think he was motivated by religion. I just have to say, like, growing up, I definitely met religious people like him. I don't know. I mean, even if he liked the influence he was getting, and yes, he was seeking a financial reward, does that somehow take away from the fact that he was, I guess, religious?
I mean, what is anybody even talking about in this room? Pepe, do you ever have a point? Or is it just some abstract? No, I'm analyzing what you're saying. You just said absolutely nothing.
I did. I asked the question, actually.
Why are you two spatting? That's not spatting.
You kidding me? Pepe has another account.
They are outside, man. They go out.
there's going to be hot spots. You're going to have like hot spots like Atlanta. Atlanta's going to be a hot spot.
Did you ever say anything?
Missouri, no, not Missouri, but Minnesota's going to be a hot spot.
You said
New
nothing.
York's going to be a hot spot.
You
It's going to be like,
oh no, I
it's
didn't
gonna be
clip
like,
up with.
the measles at first.
You said nothing.
Pop off. But then it's going to radically, overtake everything.
Yeah, just imagine if they.
What's gonna take over everything?
Well, that's the Civil War that they want to happen. It's going to like slowly take over everything.
Who wants a civil war, and who's gonna fight the civil war?
Everybody's going to. If you don't fight,
Everybody's gonna fight in the civil war. There's gonna be 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides. How many sides?
exactly, you're not going to know who to fight for or who to fight with.
But we're gonna be fighting.
When that shit happens, I know who I'm fighting for. Me. That's what I was saying earlier. Regardless of what they want to call it, right? No matter what they call it, you come bring that shit to my door, I'm going to lay you out. That's it's going to be that simple. There's no question. As soon as they go to the point where it comes out with that state of emergency and they tell people something simple like, every man for himself, we're fucked. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that point,
Thing's gonna
it's going to be...
the broadcasting signal that they're gonna do. Once they play it, that's gonna activate actual individuals that have that shit inside of them.
I mean, for me, it's just...
Action
Oh
crystals.
my god. This is creeping me out.
This is freaking me out,
This is why
man.
for me, my job is to every day wake up and enjoy my life. You know, I'm not worried about what the news got to say. I'm not focused on, on none of that. You know, I wake up and I look forward to just continue doing the things I love to do. That's it. I feel like I'm the best thing I could do for my fellow humans is live my best life and laugh and enjoy myself, because that puts that type of energy out there, and that's the best that I can do. You know, it's just that's all. I'm not taking their side. I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm not taking no religious side. I'm just fortunate that where I live at, I do have at least 8 to 10 friends of mine that live in the complex where, they no nonsense people, as just regular people, no nonsense, that if somebody came to our complex to do something, we're going to become Voltron and somebody's going to get hurt, because of this. Individually, they can hurt, we can hurt, and collectively, we're just going to do some damage. Now, are they all on the same page with me, with the things that I know to what they into? No, we are not. We're not on that. Maybe out of the 8 or 10, maybe like 3 of them are, and the rest are just like, just living their life. They just no nonsense. They live good lives and shit like that, and they're not having it. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna let nobody come and take away from their plate, especially if they don't know you. So I'm grateful for that, because even though when we together, I share information with them, and they be like, here comes conspiracy, and still, one thing we all have in common that we converse about is that if something ever goes left, that we watch each other and let's sure that we good, worst case scenario, so that's a benefit that I have, because you gotta know your neighbor, and I'm pretty sure the neighbor on my right and the neighbor, I don't have no neighbor to my left, and my neighbor across from me in the complex, they're mad cool, and I'm pretty sure I could get them on board, because we speak all the time, we bug out, in our pool in the summer and shit like that, and they cool, so I'm pretty sure they'll be on board. So I didn't even count them, as part of the group. So, whenever this happens, I don't look forward to it. Listen, people get it wrong when I speak here. It would be nice if there was the savior, which I know there's not. It would be nice if there was a savior. It would be nice if there was a mothership that came from another planet that was easy civil say, hey, and they were going to make notes that and searching this for, and then there's no data on this God that people are praising that has been a jealous God that has been allowing and being a great participant of all the ignorance that's been happening here that people are praying to in all these Bibles. You know, and I don't have time for none of that. You know, I know there's a source of creation. I know there's a source which I call light, sound, and geometry, and I know I am an aspect of that source.
Trump is
I'm just gonna
here.
keep it moving. I'm fine with that.
John, my house got clipped.
Your house?
Yeah, where I put real unhealthy debates. It got clipped today.
Somebody reported it. Guess who?
Yeah, because I put up Pepe started a room and I ended up modding me up and I ended up ending the room because I'm like, no, this is gonna get me in trouble. So then I created another one.
Mm-hmm.
It's 420 Lounge full of low IQ people, and because I was in 420 Lounge the other day, and they were talking about like single moms and these women having 3 different kids from 3 different dads, and I was saying, well, why doesn't the girl close her legs? I'm like, that's disrespectful. That's racist. And then they started like attacking me in the chat, threatening to rape my mom, kill my family. I'm one tooth. I'm a poor loser. That's what like Patty was saying. And so I created a room like it's 420 Lounge full of low IQ losers.
I saw that. Yeah.
And all these people from the 420 Lounge started coming in as mods, and I just kept removing them left and right. So they came in as anons, and I just went off about those people. And like, I looked and I'm like, shit, about like 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock.
It's 100% beyond a reasonable. It's 100% a total waste of time. It's like most people are just, they're creating like webs, you know, to catch flies or fishing nets to catch fish. And so I have recorded Chillas streaming my yoga studio with them, you know, 24 hours a day. And chillism is the worst, dude. That shit goes a full 24 hours.
Lounge is just full. It's a low IQ echo chamber. If you go in there and say anything against them, the first thing they do is call you stupid. And the second thing they do is call you racist. You are racist for everything. And like, it doesn't matter. They'll attack your family. They'll say that you fuck your mother or your mom has 1 tooth and blah, blah, blah. And like, so you know the guy Trent on here. I like Trent. Trent's a good guy. I respect him. Okay? He came into the room and he was somewhat trying to defend some of those people. Now, here's the thing. I will say in the 420 Lounge, I can somewhat respect ML. Flip-flops like Marshall. Mm-hmm. So he's okay. And Trent. Other than that, the rest of those people are like insufferable.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, it's like, don't take it personally. Like, that's part of the whole thing. It's like when you realize that even having an opinion about these people is pathetic, then you finally, you know, self-actualized, because you realize that even listening to them for more than 3 seconds is a horrific waste of your life. So you have to try to find ways to circumnavigate these people, this app, these conversations. There's never going to be a unique conversation on Clubhouse ever again. Every single unique conversation has already been had. So there's no point in, you know, doing this dance or playing this record. You just have to be more creative, Nick, and find, you know, more creativity.
John, you are a smart guy and you get it. And I think in your campaign, like when that, what was his name, Scotty, when he interviewed you, you said something that like kind of resonated, that you're a different type of Republican. I think you're Thomas Massey, Ron Paul type. You're not running on the traditional platform. that's something that we need. Like the more Thomas Masseys and the more Rand Pauls out there. You do, like, when you try to bring them up, and even some conservative rooms, a lot of people don't really talk about the Rand Pauls and the Thomas Masseys.
Most liberals have absolutely no concept. I was in love with this liberal, and I was like, do you know what the Federal Reserve is and what they do, how long they've been doing it, who's in control of it, how they interact with our government, how our government interacts with them? No clue whatsoever. Never thought about it. And that's your typical BLM protest room, is they have no idea that they should be at the Federal Reserve protesting. They shouldn't be in the streets protesting. So, this is life.
Did you see the Peter Schiff video? I'm in the 99%. Let's talk. There's a YouTube.
No.
It's like a little over an hour. I sometimes put them up on my Instagram, but he has one where I'm in the 1%. Let's talk. And like, you listen to these people that he's talking to. This is the whole Occupy Wall Street bullshit, right? And you're right. These people have the right to be pissed off, but they're pissed. They should be pissed off at Washington D.C. and the Federal Reserve for giving them all that money. But again, to your point, like the people there are so fucking stupid. Like a guy was saying, like it was just like the same thing the other day in the 420 lounge where they booted me and they went crazy on me. They were saying that everyone deserves like $30 an hour, free health care, free everything. And we'll just give everyone like $2,000 a month for life. I'm like, well, why not stop there? I think $10,000 is better. We'll just endlessly print money. And they're like, yeah, that's a pretty good idea. and like you said, that's the intellect here of most people on Clubhouse.
The scariest thing is, though, in some ways, being even extra greedy is actually the best way to go, because we have fucked ourselves so hard that if we actually stop the scam, it would be so devastating. But the thing is, if we did do that, we would force the rest of the world. See, we have to be the leaders in terms of the gold standard. And we have to get our dollar reconnected to gold, unspotted to gold. So until we can do that, they're just going to keep running the game. And I ain't in it. I don't have enough money, but I know I made some mistakes in my life. Otherwise, I would be, quite wealthy. But I'm alive. And, every single rich person is going through the same door that every poor person is going through. And nobody's going to live forever. And so what everyone is technically dealing with is death and your time out. And it's a question of how do you optimize your remaining time, up until your unexpected or expected death. So most of this, I'm telling you, Nick, this app is a bunch of low IQ neurotics who can't find anything better to do. And they think they have some kind of like cool thing going, but it's not. And the fact that Pepe is here every night of the week saying the same stuff, like, I don't think that guy has gone out on a date in years. I don't think he's gotten a blowjob in years. I don't think he's bought a girl dinner in years. And, that's pathetic. So
I think the Monica rooms does she immediately remove you, or are you blocked out of every
no,
room?
I don't think she dislikes me, but she really is stupid.
Oh, Monica. But yeah, no, and I will give her some credit. Like, she does a good job moderating, like keeping it on topic. But like when when you have like the low IQ echo chambers, like politically correct, they removed me. New Improved Democratic Party. So it's just like the marshals up there that they try to claim they're conservative and they know all this, and then they hang out and get modded up in those rooms. But I think Marshall's a closet Democrat, but he just wants to be Switzerland and neutral with everyone. What about that girl? She sometimes comes on here. She's from Sweden. I'm sure you've heard her name's like E. Becker or whatever. Have you ever heard her sober on this app?
See, this app makes everyone who's observed or who's like self-aware ruthlessly critical. Like, to dislike Marshall Rankin because he kicks me out of every room is so pathetic that like it even bothers me. It doesn't bother me anymore. I'm just saying that I have like finally come to the realization that if you think you're gonna like, I don't know, there's just this social pecking order, and it's so stupid that we give it any gravity or weight. And so I'm just telling you, this app, this app can survive because there's that many stupid people out there who will just keep self-hypnotizing with conversation.
Well, now they charge. Plus, they charge now.
Well,
you don't technically have to pay, but so many people are doing it because they can get the Anon account, so they can make some money to keep the app alive.
Well, unless the people using Anon actually publish what they're listening to, and they just see. It gives you I'm recording rooms right now with accounts that aren't Anon because nobody bothers or cares to look at my YouTube channel to find out if I'm recording. But even if they do see I'm recording, they just put up fall outrage and say, it's recording. It doesn't matter. Like, no one's ever going to say anything that's going to change anything on this app. It's just, I'm telling you, Nick, this place is great for creation. But for consumption, it is the pits of hell. To sit here and listen to Patty say, I got my baby right here. And these white motherfuckers, no King's Day protest. Like, it's just all stupid, Nick. It's so stupid.
You do one of the oppression. Who's that other? There's another wretched black lady in there. I can't think of her name. Oh, she's horrible. I know, yeah, Patty, that's hilarious. What about a Monica impression? Like, you don't even see Debate the News anymore. I think they just all went to Chatter.
Yeah, can you believe that people would? I'm telling you, dude. Unless you tie this into something, it's the pits of depression. It's very close to sadomasochism and total liberal stupidity. I mean, if you're going to listen to Mike Moon and Jay Braska congratulate each other on voting for Kamala Harris because they did it for their daughters, like, we're not talking about men. We're talking about beta cuck bitches who basically, I think that they think that they're cooler if they're liberal Democrats, and maybe they think like chicks will like them more, but the reverse is the truth. Women actually desire the alpha predator. And if you're a beta liberal cuck, you're just a pawn for their spy game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I didn't know that Marshall throws you from every room. But that's what they don't understand, again, is like Debate the News was just an echo chamber of low IQ people. Because if you put up facts in front of them, like, I would go at it with TC so many nights, and now TC is a Trump supporter. Didn't Nelson Apega contact you for posting something on Instagram?
Listen to this. This Indian. This Indian doctor who I used to date, she like wants me to take her out on a date again, but she's demanding that I delete all of my Instagram accounts prior to the date. So I'm gonna put them all private. But what she doesn't understand is she because so many people are so focused on Instagram, she's never seen my YouTube accounts, she's never seen my X accounts. So it's like, dummy, if you think that just so I can try to get in those pants again, that I have to delete all these Instagram, is it going to stop at the Instagram, or are you going to curate 50,000 YouTube videos, which are totally inappropriate and stupid? So I'm just like, I'm just saying yes to whatever she says. But I know it's all superficial because she's superficial and she's trying to,
Right.
yeah. It's so stupid, dude.
Like Instagram, I just kind of post vacation pictures, random pictures. I don't really put a lot on there, but to make you go and delete all your accounts, I don't like. I think Facebook's stupid, but what I've noticed about Instagram is they are much more protective about posting offensive comments.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying something, like someone was posting something about everyone needs like $15 an hour and free everything. AOC is right, and I just called them low IQ Marxists, and then it got deleted. But here's the thing: is you made this point earlier. I don't think these people are smart enough to be considered Marxists, because Karl Marx was not a stupid guy. He's not by any means. Like the only one I think who's smart enough to be a true Marxist is Goetz.
Listen,
I give him credit.
I don't like any of these people though, Nick. Just FYI, like I don't care how intelligent they may communicate on here. Goat is a closeted homosexual. He's a what is it? What's it called when you're like very brand? You're a brand whore. He's, I've heard him talk about fancy cars, and it's like,
I've heard that. Yeah.
What is the word I'm looking for? Anyways, I don't care. I mean, dude, Nick, I'm past this shit. Like, even if I don't win this election, at least I've tied in these wretched, horrible, pitiful people into my campaign. And that's why a lot of people don't like me, is because they know I've captured them being just horrible people. And
Degenerates.
Just low IQ, angry, low IQ beta, low IQ feminine, just them being F words or N words. And that's really what this app is all about, the F word and the N word.
But
that's it.
Like you said, the lowest of low IQs is chillism, but I think Patty's got me blocked now, so I'm probably not allowed it. I'll never see that. Well, maybe I will. She doesn't mod it.
But who cares, Nick?
But yeah, no, I know, that's true.
I mean, put these people on YouTube. Do something with them. Like, they're not going anywhere. They got no show. They got no YouTube they talk about. They got no Instagram they talk about. These are the dumbest of the dumb people who come here to waste their time 40 hours a week. And it's amazing. Oh, it's just in the background. I'm working. Bitch, you're not working. You're fully concentrated on this conversation 40 hours a week.
Right. Like 8 to like 6. I mean, I come here on at night, but I'm at work during the day, so. I just couldn't believe, like, Debate the News, because I see Cindy, because I follow her in Instagram, and do you remember Barbara Majeski on here?
No.
She's kind of good-looking, older lady. She used to be like a TV host, but she used to always be on Debate the News and everything. I follow her on Instagram. She's actually a nice person, but anyways, she always advertised for Chatter, and same thing with Cindy Stompo on her Instagram. Or she always like puts a video of the new house that she's building. Had one like Nelson Apega. You saw his YouTube channel, like Millionaire Marathon or something, and he was driving around in like a Lamborghini, and someone told me that it was all rented. the house that he was at was rented and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why, like, if you've ever been to Miami, like Miami Beach, a local was telling me there. He's like, you have the real rich and you have the fake rich.
Mm-hmm.
And they said you can always tell the difference. I said, what do you mean? Because the fake rich, they'll rent the fancy cars to drive up and down Ocean Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
But if you see on the license plate, it'll say like so-and-so rental.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there with my friend. We're walking down Ocean Boulevard, and there's these black guys. They're screaming. They're renting this Porsche SUV, and they're like flashing money out the window. And they stopped, right, at a stoplight, and he's like, "This is money." Well, what he did was he had a band of money, right, and he had like two 50s on the front of it, and the rest of it was singles. I was laughing so hard. So it was like maybe like $300 there. Yeah, it was like, I'm shocked you haven't gone to like Miami and just people watch there and upload it on YouTube.
I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, I went there for that art convention, Art Basel in December. Oh my God, dude. I'm walking down Ocean Boulevard and I say hello to like the hottest chick I've ever seen. I'm just like, well, let me add you on Instagram. She's got like millions of followers. I'm like, oh, you're a professional model. She's like, yeah. I'm like, wow. So you meet, really just beautiful people.
Yeah, there's very beautiful people there. But it's fun to people watch there. It's hilarious. Well, even in Chicago is somewhat fun, but like that dipshit mayor, I really hope they don't reelect him. People can't be that stupid.
Well, it's like a fake election, so it's possible that he wins again.
So Chicago is Cook County, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Naperville's outside of Chicago. Is it like west of it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a coworker who lived out that way. But like the big employer there is like Caterpillar, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
I couldn't remember. I got a friend of mine. He's thinking about moving from Michigan to Chicago, but he's not sure about it because just all the shit that's going on.
Bro, I had this tenant staying in an Airbnb, and they had a dog, and the dog, pissed all over everything and left a horrible odor, and the guy's odor too. So this really hot flight attendant checks in today, and I spent 24 hours cleaning this fucking unit personally. And she texts me, she's like, I left the property and there's a permanent stench now on my clothes. I'm very concerned. So yeah, and she did like a long-term stay. It was like a nice amount of money for me. And I'm like, so anyways, she can't, Airbnb refunds her. Do you know how hard it is to get a refund on Airbnb after you make a reservation?
Yeah.
They give her a full refund, and then they tell me, we understand your problem, we sympathize, and we will be, waiving this cancellation. You're not responsible for it. So now I got to throw all the carpet out, clean everything, recarpet, paint the place, and toss the new queen size memory foam mattress, and just like gut the whole place, and it's like, people are the worst, man. I cannot stand human beings, especially depressed, disgusting people that have dogs. I will never rent to
John, how's that back deck? Remember when you repainted the back deck and you did it in the brown?
Yeah.
Like, is it still holding up?
It's holding, but it's beginning to fail.
Well, man, que sera.
Yeah, I just need to get more spray paint, just spray over the little patches that have opened up. But
that's the problem with these Airbnbs, to your point, John, is like, if you get a bad person, and like you said, they have a dog that pisses or shits everywhere, you could try your hardest, but that's the hardest thing, the hardest smell. Like when I bought my house, in my master bedroom, like I was cleaning it with my mom, and we couldn't get the smell out. We couldn't get the smell out, and I was like gagging, and my dad can't smell. He's like, what's the smell? I'm like, I don't know. So it was a cat that pissed. Okay, it pissed on the carpet and it bled through. So my mom and I scrubbed it down with like. There's like some baking soda that tries to get rid of pet odors. And then I just said, screw it to my dad. I'm like, we're going to paint this room and we're going to just, I'm like, let's just rip out the carpet in all these rooms, recarpet it and put kills on the floor. Because if you put kills on the subfloor, it stinks up your house for a day. So you got to like leave the windows open. But after that, it gets rid of the smell.
Yeah. I've thought about ways how I'm going to deal with this.
The reality is, before that, you should have gotten like one of those 1 gallon, like, you know, pump up garden sprayers and get like half a gallon of like Windex and like pump it up and then go through and spray everything where you see that there's like animal urine, because Windex is ammonia. And if you spray ammonia versus urine ammonia from an animal, they'll cut each other. And because of the detergent and the Windex, you'll end up with a fragrant smell rather than the harsh reality of like, you know, there's a leaking gas line in your house.
Dude, I literally spent 2 days cleaning that unit. And I went out last night and I smelled like dog piss. And this dog came up to me and couldn't stop sniffing me. And the owner's like, if he's bothering you, just kick him. I'm like, sir, I've been cleaning up dog piss for 24 fucking hours. I was like, I don't want to kick your dog. I like dogs. I hate people.
Yeah.
I fucking hate people.
Nah. But if you're gonna spray down ammonia, spray it with ammonia. Windex. Go to a Dollar Tree, spend like, you know, $8 and get like, you know, eight big ass bottles of Windex of ammonia, and then put it in one of them little pump up sprayers, and then go through and spray it. Ammonia cuts ammonia.
Well, I think I'm gonna just rip the carpet out because it's pretty cheap, old, ugly carpet, and then I'm gonna just bleach everything and scrub it all down.
Well, I mean, it should be in between tenants for sure.
What is this about?
Oh, we put this room together.
Reality of being a responsible individual.
Yeah, we wanted to make fun of you, Joy. That's why we created this room. Thanks for coming, so we could finally, you know, achieve the purpose of this room. We created this room to roast you.
Okay, you're welcome to try.
Okay, I want you to take your finger right now and put it through the crack of your ass, pull it out, and tell me what you smell.
You first. What do you smell? Dingleberries or ass?
I smell a bouquet of flowers. It's clean over here. Your turn.
You fucking look like John Lemon. I know you smell goat ass, nigga. Shut the fuck up. You can't roast me.
Did you just call me a goat ass N-word?
Yeah, ghost ass bitch nigga. That's what the fuck I said. Don't try to fucking roast me, bitch.
What are we at, a No Kings protest over here? Did you just come from a No Kings protest, girl?
Dude, I didn't know.
I'm one of those people you can't fucking roast.
Hey, John, I didn't know you were in the Wu-Tang Clan. You're the Ghostface Killer.
Don't try to roast me. It's never gonna happen. I literally sit on debates every day. Nobody fucking roasts me. No one. Quite literally. You can try. But I will call you a goat ass and a pig ass and all types of fucking farm asses. But you're not gonna fucking try me. Congratulations, John.
Your
bitch.
ass in your farm smell like you didn't get your chickens to roost.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bitch. You're a dog ass. You're a fucking dog. You're fucking Chinese food, bitch. Shut up, Doc. You're the Doc of fucking nothing. Bitch, you can't even fucking pass a needle, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Exactly. Sit in your fucking lane, bitch. Exactly. Try me again.
Hey, John, that's your girlfriend.
I'm gonna stay quiet for like 5 minutes and see what you guys have to say.
Is everybody still talking here? Fuck.
That was your girlfriend. Nah, man, but you doing all right, John? I've been watching a lot of your little videos, like you reading poetry and shit. I don't really react to it, but I watch them all.
My house got clipped. So
Really?
Real Unhealthy Debates. They clipped it. I got a notice. Like, it was saying offensive, and I'm not going to fight it.
Wait, when I was just in there with you?
Yep. I got a notice like around like 2 o'clock after I closed the room down. I got a notice that it got clipped. Someone from 420 Lounge reported me.
Well,
oh Jesus, criminy cricket.
the good news is I've been getting laid, and it's all
Yeah.
It's all
I've been looking at your Instagram. I know.
It's all because of poetry, And I'm talking like premium, beautiful women, not some 50-year-old scab.
Yeah, I've seen your Instagram. You don't need to tell me.
No, you haven't seen the photos. I'm not posting photos of my love interests, but what I'm trying to emphasize.
Well, I mean, those women at the bar.
No,
they're quite beautiful.
No, those are regulars that I do Clubhouse with in the real world, but people I'm not sexually interested in. What I'm trying to say is that the reason why I have been so lucky with the ladies is because I read poetry. Because poetry, if you live in poetry, you live in the city in the sun of gold. It's just pure joy. Most people are living in dog piss. And
I'm not an Incan. I don't even know what you mean.
I'm just saying that neurolinguistic programming works because if you're in a good mood, people just gravitate towards you. And, lovely ladies like a man with a positive attitude.
And a couple bulldogs and a lot of guns.
And especially they don't want broke men. No broke men. Can't be broke. Otherwise you can't get love in this world.
Never been. Not since I was 19. That was the last time I ever hit the bottom. My dogs are a bunch of bitches. So how goes the candidacy, John?
It's going. We just got another 100 signatures. We got another 100 signatures today and another petition gatherer working on the campaign. So we'll be at 1,230 signatures by tomorrow. October 27th, we submit in Springfield, and March 17th is the election, and then on to victory in November.
All right. What's that Harris fucking cocksucker?
Who's Harris?
I don't know what the guy that you're going against. I know it starts with an H.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, Darren LaHood. Yeah.
Hood. Yeah.
LaHood.
Yeah, that cocksucker. But are you catching up?
I think we're catching up in terms of issues and gossip. I think we're doing okay. Even if we don't win, I have the Buddhistic perspective of, taking action without desire of outcome. So if I lose...
Yeah, but is he going to debate you is what I want to know.
Probably not. not.
Because if he debated you, I would love you to throw that on Clown House, and I would love to be a mod in that room and like shut everybody else the fuck up and let you just run your bile against them.
No, he's not going to do that. It would probably be some newspaper that conducts the debate, but there's no way he's going to debate me because it would give me all this free publicity. He's not going to do that. But I did get offered to be on another radio show.
Can I come up there and talk shit about that guy and then like interview on a podcast?
You're doing it right now.
Why is this pussy bitch not doing a damn thing?
You're doing it right now.
People that are actually trying to figure out how to fix the problems within our community.
Within our community, well, the problems are so vast that they supersede the community so much the community doesn't even exist anymore.
No, that's not true.
Really?
I guarantee you,
look at Clubhouse as an example of community. It's just a bunch of ghetto gaggers.
You know I could literally destroy this app, right?
Well, I've been manipulating it for quite a while, and I've come to the conclusion that there's
No, you manipulate it by, internal means. I can destroy it through external means.
Well, the night is young, and I've got to get going. But I came to bring you positive vibrations regardless.
I'm glad the replays are on so you can record that for me.
We're going to read an appeal to the American Republic.
For everybody that thinks they know.
Exactly. Good luck. Nobody knows. Some of us know.
Well, I mean, some of us don't give a shit.
Well, the thing is, it's all theory. So, game it however you think it's best to play.
Dude, I didn't even think I was going to make it. Like, when I met you on Instagram, when you were, reading Marcus Aurelius and all that. Like, dude, I didn't think I was going to make it past then.
Oh, I knew you had a lot of years.
Let alone, another 4 fucking years to now.
Well, you got a lot of piss and vinegar in you and intelligence. So, Fauci can't take them all.
Yeah, and good job, George. No, what? Sorrentos. Is that how you say his name?
Santos?
Yeah, the one that got pardoned today.
Yeah. Fucking guy is lucky as hell.
He did 3 months on a 6-year sentence.
Wow. I mean, he really thought he was fucked. He got lucky as all hell.
Tell me it's not what you know, but who you know.
Well, he knows Marjorie Taylor Greene. He was friends with her. And, Trump said all the crimes that Blumenthal's committed, it's like, how the hell are we going to put George Santos in prison for all these years when all these other major criminals are out here, with no repercussions for all their theft, larceny, and waste, fraud, abuse, etc. So, but, he's from Clubhouse.
Great point. You need to write that down and make that one of your bullets in your next debate.
Well, you're about to hear a very magical poem as we prepare to sail off into the rainy moonlight.
Rage! Rage gets to die in the light. Oh, I'm sorry.
Exactly. You know what that means. It's time to take the deepest breath of the day. One time you were like, John, if there's anything I ever learned from you, it was the 10-second breath. And I still say that is my greatest gift.
It's not a 10-second breath to me. It's a meditative breath.
All right, I've been reading this poetry book.
I've been known to breathe in, hold it, exhale, and say that I am a flower, or that I am life, or if I can, if I continue to keep talking, I will continue to get further away from the truth.
Well, I say to myself throughout the day, stop thinking, end your problems, because I realize that all my thinking is unnecessary. And when I have to make a decision or make an action, that's all that matters when I'm thinking. So I spend so much time in my head, just in abstract thought all day long, that it's an important
reminder. I'm
reminder.
Stuck here, dude. Fuck me.
What, on Clown House?
No, in my abstract fucking mind.
Well, people live on Clubhouse in their mind.
I'm 100% stuck here, dude.
Well, I can break you free. I'm about to break you free. That's the purpose. We were going to read some poetry.
No, because when you read poetry, it hurts my head.
Oh, this is going to hurt. This is the worst. This is called An Appeal to the American Republic, and we're almost finished with it. I've been reading this book now for 2 weeks, and I've been putting up...
An appeal to the American Republic?
Yep.
So it's an adverse against the Republic of America.
You could say that.
So it's like the Federalists versus the Anti-Federalists?
I don't know. It's a very confusing... Man, it is really raining here now.
Dude, it was cold. It was 59 degrees yesterday. Today at night, it's 75. The weather around here is crazy. It's the front here in South Georgia. It went from hot to cold to hot to cold to hot to cold. We didn't know what happened. As I roll another joint.
Luke wants to say something in my other room.
Are you still putting oranges in your beers?
I am, yeah.
Yo, I tried that. I didn't like it, dude.
An actual orange or the orange juice?
No, it was an orange slice.
Oh, no.
I had a beer. I got a Blue Moon, and I put an orange slice in it and crushed it into there, and then threw it in and drank it because that's what you made me think of. But nah,
yeah,
not my thing.
You gotta do. I put orange juice in my beer. I like it. Phoenix Rises wants to say something.
In another room.
Hello, Phoenix Rises. What would you like to say in America?
In America, I am in America.
That's right.
I'd like to say God bless America, and Constitution.
I say who?
That's the word I'd like to.
Constitutional uniformity.
Conformity. I think that should be the word of the day.
Oh, you're one of those compliance addicted people.
What's that? I don't understand.
Oh, you don't know that the whole government operates off this thing called compliance, and they constantly want to bring you back into compliance if you're out of compliance.
I've never heard of such system.
Oh, well, you should go get a job at the IRS because it's all they ever talk about. We're going to bring you back into compliance. You're out of compliance. You need to come back into compliance.
Just because you hate their bureaucracy doesn't mean that you hate their constitution. I think the Constitution is one of the greatest ideas. It's not perfect, but at least we can build on it.
Well,
we can probably build on better societies.
Can he hear me at all?
Probably not.
Are you an Army vet?
I'm talking to a Purple Heart recipient.
I'm an Army vet. Can you hear me?
If you've traveled around the world, you've seen a lot of places. You would know that.
You can't hear me, Kenny.
Nothing like the Constitution here in the United States.
It's garbage.
Freedom of speech as a constitution.
This is why I like her.
Has that. And They have hate crime laws in other countries.
All right, 30 seconds to wrap it up. Land that plane, 30 seconds.
Well, I thought we were just having a conversation.
No, I'm in the book club. I'm about to read a poem for 3 minutes. It's the #1 rule in the book club. In the book club, we don't actually have conversations. I don't really care about your opinions. I want to hear you read from a book. And so, this is the rule of the house. I know you're new. I know who you are. I know you're very smart, and I like what you do. I like what you say. But in the book club, you can't act like normal Phoenix Rises. You've got to actually stop doing what you do and read what's called a BOOK. Hello, Nam. Welcome to America.
Hey, what's going on?
We are reading books in the book club. Phoenix, I hate to break you off. I love your, speech about the Constitution, but I'm about to read a mystical, magical poem called An Appeal to the American Republic. And I'm just about finished with it. We got 1.5 pages left to go. It's taken me 2 weeks to get through this poem. This is a meditation, actually. A positive vibration. An ASMR NLP hypnosis. He left. He couldn't take it. See, Doc, people just want that dopamine. They just want to talk, get their hyperverbalization and get those dopamine.
Well, when you're talking about, books, I don't want to read a book right now because I'm laying down and I'm looking at the ceiling. But, it reminds me of this movie from, my era of 60s. And, it was a dystopian society that was kind of like Orwellian-ish. And nobody was allowed to own a book. But there were books that were still around. And if you had one book, you held on to that one book and you read it over and over and over and over and over again and memorized it. But at the end of the movie, everybody that had a book that memorized it, they would burn the book and then they would walk around this track that was around like a lake, like a circle track. And if I was wanting to talk, I would say the words of my book. But if I didn't want to talk, I would shut up and I would stand to you while you're walking and you would say the book and I would listen. And that's how the information was exchanged, even though there were no longer any books. Because they are trying to kill the communication from between us.
Yeah. Well, I think the poetry book that I read over the past 2 weeks could be considered one of the most brilliant and interesting, works of English literature of all time. It's up there, and we're almost finished with it, and we're about to read it right now, live on YouTube, as I create a 3-minute video. I know you're laying down, but just be patient, Doc. Take a deep breath.
Oh shit, there he was. Back down at Iraq. Dumbass motherfucker in Georgia.
What are you doing in Iraq? Who are you?
I don't know. My brain went somewhere for a second. No, I'm listening. Sure.
I saw a video of U.S. Special Forces riding horses with northern Iraqis or whatever doing commando raids and shit, and I'm laughing. I'm thinking these motherfuckers, they thought they were like Indiana Jones for the weekend, But it's the overall goals and missions. It's they thought they were achieving things, but it was just like, it's a war for like, 18 years or 15 years, but it's like, it's not like an all or nothing victory. It's just people playing fucking games, borrowing and spending, running operations. They come back home, they're like, yeah, we did all this shit over there. It was like, for what? For what? Why? What did you really achieve? What was the actual outcome of all that work? Money.
Not a damn thing.
Fucking people making money. That's about it.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah. So, but you could say that about any war. So it's just, that's the fucked up part, is like at the end of it all, and you come to that realization, you're like, oh fuck.
Dude, I keep telling people over and over, like, young men go to war against young men that don't know each other, because the old men that do know each other. That's what we need to figure out, how to fix the crux of. Well, the old men are fucking up the young men.
Well, anyways, let me read this poem because I'm all queued up here. It's going to take only 3 minutes. It won't be too painful. I hope you like it. Here we go.
Enjoying it already.
Take the deepest breath of the day. Here we go. This is candidate Congressman John Kitover doing your NLP ASMR hypnosis to defeat Darren LaHood. This poem is called An Appeal to the American Republic.
I am a flower.
With maddening hoofs, ye coursers of the sun, spurn the reverberant air and paw the day. Make east and west indissolubly one, and night fall between, for its day is spun, and bid light gird its sword to thigh, display the shield of heaven's blue, and call the deep to watch the warrior sleep. Of two fast friends that wake only if brave men weep. Wake, western land so fair, and this shall be. Speak and accomplish, let no ardor slip. A sullen hound, and be brought shamefully back, and resurge the tremor of the sea, and spoil a perfect kiss from free land's lip. O fair sister country, for our sake, who at thy side would break all bars, all bonds, and bid the very dead awake. Are not your veins more made purple with our blood, and our dominions touch they not a field? Pours not the sea its long exultant flood on either's coast? The rose has one same bud, and the vine's heart one purple pledge doth yield. Are we not weary of the fanged pen? Are we not friends and men? Let us look frankly face to face and quarrel then. By the groves of green and quiet ways, and on the windy reaches of the river, in moonlit night, and blue unbroken days, and where the cold ice breaks in pallid bays, and where dim dawns in frosty forest shiver, where India burns and far Australia glows, where cactus blooms where rose, let our hearts beat be heard to lighten many woes. Sister and daughter of our loyal isle, our hands reach out to you, our lips are fain to wreathe with yours at one delicious smile of budding love, to grow a kiss a while, and laugh like bride and groom and kiss again. Let our alliance like a marriage stand supreme from strand to strand, the likeness of our love, the clasp of hand in hand. And men who come behind us yet unborn, nor dimly guessed at dawn the brook of time, shall celebrate the brave undying morn, when the free nations put aside their scorn. For friendship rocked
Are you just reading stuff? John, you actually like freestyle within your own like philosophy, or is everything you read a part of an iambic pentameter?
It's all like programming, so I'm programming myself.
Yeah, but do you know how to program yourself without reading a book to do it?
Well, see, I upload all of this into YouTube, so I don't have to have total comprehension, because what I'm trying to do is cause mass hypnosis.
That's not what I asked you.
I'm telling you what I'm doing, though, because to answer you would like confirm your opinion, which is not accurate. When I took the LSAT, my highest portion is reading comprehension.
What is my opinion that's not accurate?
You think that I'm just reading without comprehension, but I'm reading with
I
a lot
didn't
of
say
comprehension.
that. I never said that.
What did you say?
I'm talking about, do you know how to do it without reading, by it just free falling off your mind with just your own comprehension?
All right, can you summarize that question again? Because it's just not making sense.
Like, you know, for you would think of it as like hip hop and freestyle.
Isn't hip hop though freestyle though?
No, hip hop. If I write something down and rap it, it's not freestyle. If I do it off the top of my mind, like I'm hanging out with John Kitover, he's going for Senate up in Chicago right now. You know, I'm playing ya. No, I ain't playing with ya. What's up now? You need to vote for my homie, because he's got it locked down. And I can do this thing in this fucking room. I'm just trying to freestyle and tell you, man, I love you too.
Yeah. That stuff is fun. But I am trying to really focus in on my communication and how much time we have left. And I think what I'm doing is the smartest thing that I can do. The easiest thing I can do.
Die tomorrow. Every day I think I'm going to die tomorrow.
Well, that's what I'm putting all this into.
I planned for it anyway, though.
Well, I'm putting all this onto YouTube because I know we only got hours left, and you know, I don't have much faith in our fellow humans.
Well, I mean, you're a fucktard, but you're closer to most people to me.
Well, I'm playing a far out game, which could have real world, you know, ramifications, but either way, I can't lose.
I remember when you and I used to do the voting systems back in 22.
That was like a 4-hour workshop.
Yeah, we went through the whole damn workbook.
Dude, they're still calling out Dominion as throwing that election. Former CIA officer was saying that they're doing fake elections all around the world.
Dude, I called out, like, I knew that I knew the actual architecture of, like, the equipment. But you were talking about, like, when A and B, and then, like, you uplink to C and, like, throw it to the internet. I'm like, dude, you're literally opening up, like, your elections to multiple ports of, like, dude, there's no what we're doing.
Well, the other interesting thing is we were basically hypothesizing on what the actual power of an election judge is in challenging the results of that ballot box. And, you know, not much power.
We were trying to be pollsters. Yeah. That was our jam at the point.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I say Trump can't even move fast enough or hard enough to try to like maintain perpetual control. It's all going to come unraveling when he becomes unraveled. So it's like, how can you put in safeguards to prevent Clown World Takeover Part 2 without being fascist? How can it be done? Because the judiciary is so corrupt that it's just, there's just so much. It's so huge. It's like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how can you fix. See, the thing is, that's the point, is like, don't fix anything. Nothing's actually broken. It's kind of our way of thinking that we think it's broken, but
none of it's broken. The problem is none of it ever fucking worked. Because if you want to go Article 1 with the, fucking legislative, or Article 2 with the executive, or Article 3 of the Constitution with the judicial, none of it has ever been a true checks and balance, because none of it has ever been fluid. Am I the dumbest fucking redneck in this side of Georgia? I really want to know.
I don't know. It could be.
I'm trying to figure out why this shit don't make no damn sense.
No, I think it's just because like this is the conditioning to make us think it doesn't make sense. But if we lived in other parts of the world, you would view America as more of a theatrical production and probably less serious as a result. You'd see it more as people acting on a stage. And that's actually a high level of intelligence.
I get the way you look at LARPing. Yeah.
Like Washington did it so good, we can't let it go. They're coming out with a George Washington movie about him and his conquests against the Indians. It's like a big saga coming out in the theater. It's intense. America was born through bloodshed.
I did some mathematics the other day.
You did mathematics.
Mm-hmm. I know how to be I know how to do me some arithmetic.
It's all right if you do meth, man. I know meth heads.
No, I mean, like, my reality is when, like, the Native Americans met the Puritans, and they bought Manhattan for $23.
Is that true? That's a true story.
Doc, I got a question for you about putting down epoxy flooring. Like garage coat flooring.
Oh, he's on meth.
I've done it many a time.
Yep. All right, let me talk to you this week because I'm going to replace the floor this week, and I'm going to coat it in epoxy after I clean it all.
Get a good meth head, man.
I got you.
I'm just wondering, how do I do it successfully? I'm going to watch some YouTube videos.
Go to like Home Depot, you buy the box, and you'll get a bag. And there's like a seal in between two parts, but you pop one side to the other side, and you mix it back and forth, and then like you throw that on the floor, and you swiffer it around. Yeah, that's your epoxy.
Yeah. And
then like before it dries, make sure you have your football cleats or your golf cleats on, and then drop the flakes on the floor. So it makes it look like it was like decorated that way on purpose.
But so like I have all that wood finish trimming. Do I like tape it all off to prevent the epoxy from
110,000%, because you put epoxy out wood.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get the epoxy off the wood unless you tear the wood up.
Right. I wonder if I should just hire a professional.
Why, man? You can't get good information from a meth.
Well, I mean, have you been on Angie lately?
No, I could do that. That's a good idea.
Angie's killing it.
Yeah.
back in the day, you probably called it Angie's List.
Yeah.
But Angie.com, bro, you can find people in your area that know how to do what they fucking know how to do, and you can look at their reviews.
Mm-hmm. That's a good idea. I didn't think about Angie's List.
Well, it's called Angie's.com now. There's no list in it.
So, Blake, what about you? What kind of burnout are you, Blake?
I'm not on anything. I'm actually sober.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a drink?
It's been like a week.
A week?
Why?
On a Saturday night, and you're
drinking?
sitting here gloating about how you're sober for a whole week, and you think you're gonna hold out? You're gonna?
Yeah, I can hold out. It's not hard. I'm not a alcoholic. I'm not a boozer. You know, I can do it easily.
I'm totally an alcoholic.
Yeah. Yeah. At least you're honest, man.
Well,
Heart's in the right place.
we do have goals and objectives. We have an agenda for every conference call on this app, and I'd like to move forward in the agenda. We will be reading the last page from an appeal to the American Republic, read by candidate Congressman John Kitover, the 16th District, running to defeat and unseat Congressman LaHood in Rockford.
Let's hear this motherfucker rock.
So take the deepest breath of the day through the nose. Hold it for 10 seconds.
John, what the hell, man?
This is your NLP
Are you sober?
ASMR hypnosis.
Are you sober, John?
To defeat Darren LaHood. An appeal to the American Republic and men who come behind us yet unborn, no dimly guessed at down the brook of time, shall celebrate the brave undying morn when the free nations put aside their scorn. For friendship, rock no sundering surge may climb. When their strong hands gripped hard across the sea, flushed with fresh victory, lands royal, leal, great, vast, beautiful, and free, our children's children shall unsheath the sword against the envy of some tyrant power, the leader of your people and our Lord shall join to wrest from slavery abhorred some other race, a fair storm brewing flower. O fair Republic, lover and sweet friend, your loyal hand extend. Let freedom, peace, and faith grow stronger to the end. O child of freedom, thou art very fair. Thou hast white roses on thy eager breast. The scent of all the South is in thy hair. Thy lips are fragrant with the blossoms rare, blown under sea waves when the white wings rest. Come to our warrior breast, where victory sits passionate and free. Ring out the wild salute, our sister over the sea. Up next, we have sonnets to the author of the phrase, I am not a gentleman, and I have no friends. Self-damned, the leprous moisture of thy veins sickens the sunshine, and thine haggard eyes, blared with their own corrupting infamies, glare through the charnel house of earthly pains. Horrible as already in hell, there reigns the terror of the knowledge of the lies that mock thee. Thy death's double destinies clutch at the throat that sobs and chokes and strains. Self-damned on earth, live out thy tortured days, that men may look upon thy face and see how vile a thing of woman born may be.
the American Republic.
Okay, we're cooking. We're cooking. Ooh, this was your deep sleep ASMR. Deep sleep.
The thing is, you focused on like all the bumps on her face without realizing that she was giving everybody was much grace in this room. And she's not an evil, soul-sucking girl. I want to be hanging out with a girl that's a ginger and give her a piece of my twirl. But I'm going to tell you right now, she ain't no hoe. I don't know what the fuck y'all motherfuckers are talking about. You need to go back to your fucking front door. Come out, you know what I'm saying?
I can hear somebody fighting in the building next door to me. It's so funny. The girl that checked in on Airbnb, she was like, I could hear them laughing and giggling downstairs. And then like a couple hours later, they were like, something smells. Something rancid, some stench is caught on my clothes. Where did this stench come from? Oh, it came from my piss hole that some cocksucker let his dog use as a toilet for 3 months. Deep, 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 deep sleep, sleep, sleep. Deep, 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 deep sleep, sleep, sleep. ASMR, Deep Sleep by Candidate John. Deep Sleep ASMR by Candidate John. Ooh. Deep Sleep ASMR. Okay, we're going to read a few more. We're going to read one more. This is the rest of the first page of Sonnets. This is page 176. It's taken me 2 weeks to get here. I have not given up. Every day I've been reading this one book over and over again. I mean, until I get to the end of it. Okay, this is the rest of Sonnets. Take the deepest breath of the day. Hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 11. 10, 9, 9. This is your ASMR NLP hypnosis session with Candidate John. This is Candidate Congressman John Kitover giving you 3 minutes of NLP ASMR poetry to defeat Darren LaHood in the 16th District. This is called Sonnets to the author of the phrase, I am not a gentleman and I have no friends. Lust, impotence, and knowledge of thy soul, and that foreknowledge fill the fiery lake of lava where thy lazar corpse shall break. The burning surface to seek out a goal more horrible, unspeakable. The scroll opens and coward, liar, monster, shake, those are the names of goat and swine and snake, wherewith hell's worms caress thee and control. Nay, but alone, intolerably alone. Alone is here thy Kyrian soul shall swelter, yearning in vain for sleep or death or shelter. No release possible, no respite known, self-damned, without a friend. Thy eternal place sweats through the painting of thy harlot's face at the hour of the eclipse, Wednesday, December 28th. Adaptation of Onward Christian Soldiers to the Needs of Brethren. Onward, Plymouth Brethren. Onward, Plymouth Brethren, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus trampled on the floor. Kelly, Lower, Jewel, lead against the foe. Forward into battle, see their followers go. Onward, Plymouth Brethren, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus trampled on the floor. At the name of Barton, Raven's host doth flee. On Meath he's following on to victory. Stony scoundrels shiver at our howls of rage. Brothers, lift up your voices, shriek aloud, rampage. Like a mighty army moves the church of God. Brothers, we are treading where the saints have trod. We are all divided, 50 bodies we, 50 hopes and doctrines, nary charity. Church and chapel perish. Open plims to hell, but our kind of brethren still in safety dwell. Raven's lot can never against the Lord prevail. We are his brave followers. You are Satan's tail. Come then, outside peoples, join our noble throng. Blend with ours your voices in the triumph song. Glory, praise, and honor unto us alone. Christians' necks our footstool, heaven itself our throne. This is called Sonnets, to the author of the phrase, I'm not a gentleman, I have no friends. Lust, impotence, knowledge of thy soul, and that foreknowledge. Okay, that's it. We're getting very close to finishing this book. The next one is called The Goad, written in Amsterdam in 1897. Then The Hills, then Perturabo, Morphia, Logos, Happy Dust, and then Limericks. Said a Yankee who visited Wells, say these ecclesiastical swells seem grand at contriving to manage their swiving to a musical peal of 10 bells. A party called Alistair Crank we respected in every bank. Why must we assume that they put on his tomb he lived and he died and he stank? Oh, man. Alrighty then, this has been America. America. I feel like the word America means, am I rich yet? Am I rica? It's like, am I rich? It's the trick, it's marketing. Like everybody around the world in like the 1700s was like, did you hear there's this new country called America? And they're like, America, what does that mean? They're like, you can be rich. That's what it means. And then people are like, I don't think that's what America means. Yeah, America. Rica means rich. It's Spanish. People are like, really? You can get rich in America? They're like, yeah, that's what the name of the country means. Really? What do you think about that? You think that's true? You think people in the 1700s were like, what? There's a new country called America. What is that? Okay, Doc, I'm going out. Hope you have a good night. Hope you enjoyed this little meditation for you. Health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, and strength. Onward to victory, Christian soldier. Enduring until the end, Frater.
Oh, come on.